That's right. US is going to hold public hearings, and in fact, these are going to go until July the 9th. And in fact, these hearings are related to proposed responsive action in Section 301 related investigations. In fact, these hearings relate to practices of 60 economies around what the USTR claims are forced labor concerns. These hearings are going to happen in Washington, D.C., and they start today. In fact, this evening at around 7 p.m. and 10 a.m. ET. So representatives from APIDA, FICCI, CII and others are scheduled to present India's counter to the USTR proposal, because remember, the USTR proposed imposing of 12.5% of additional tariffs on countries, and that includes India, on forced labor concerns. And these were under Section 301 of the Trade Act of 1974. And Section 301 allows the United States to investigate foreign trade practices and impose restrictions following setbacks by the Supreme Court earlier this year. So India's submission on USTR findings, they've happened earlier, and they reflect that these findings do not actually take into account India's robust domestic legal regime. In fact, industry bodies have also argued that India's industry is subject to established labor and compliance frameworks. Now, remember, this is coming in at a time when India and the United States are negotiating a trade agreement. In fact, we did see USTR Jamieson Greer was in India a couple of weeks back. He held meetings with India's Commerce Minister Piyush Goyal, along with other Commerce Ministry officials, and India's Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman. And of course, one of the major concerns that India really has with respect to this trade deal is that A, it wants a balanced trade deal, and secondly, it wants a consistent trade architecture, which essentially means that it wants relief on USTR's proposed 12.5% tariff. So, of course, Ambassador Sergio Gore in the past has said that, we're very close to getting the trade deal finalized. Just 1% is pending. But of course, how this issue gets resolved perhaps will show some direction on how soon the India-US trade deal is going to get materialized and finalized and announced.